Ridge Racer 2's Yamasa's sold-out Raggio existed as a real replica built under the first-gen Honda NSX chassis, and even has a variant with no stickers and has a license plate suggesting that the car was drivable on public roads. Every car in the PS2 version of NFS Hot Pursuit 2 has the name of the car on the license plate, except for the BMWs. They instead just have NFS as their plates. In TXR 0, body kits and their corresponding weight reductions make absolutely no sense. Your weight can be reduced by adding a wing, and no matter which car, a higher body kit upgrade always reduces the weight more. Even doing something as simple as modifying your headlights can shave off weight. The R34 Skyline in the San Diego garage in MC3 is red in the original release, but is blue in the remix release. Acclaim did an ad campaign for Burnout 2 Point of Impact, in which they would elect to pay all of the speeding fines and traffic violations for people in specific regions of the UK. They were heavily criticized by law enforcement and the government. This was just one example of Acclaim's increasingly desperate attempts to sell games. Codemasters, known for their Colin McRae, Dirt, F1, Micro Machines, and Grid series of games, were the creators of Game Genie for the original NES in 1990. Game Genie was a line of video game accessories made to alter game code, which in turn makes it possible to cheat in all sorts of games. In 1992, the device was central to the court case between Nintendo of America and Louis Galob of Toys Inc., where it was ruled that Game Genie did not infringe on Nintendo's copyright or affect the game sales. The decision also established that reverse engineering is covered under fair use in the United States. In Need for Speed Underground Rivals for the PSP, there is a game mode that has only made one appearance in the entire series called Rally Relay, where after every lap your car will change to your secondary car. In Need for Speed Mobile, you can go fishing. In Racing Battle C1 Grand Prix, you can reduce the weight of an MTK truck by about a kilogram by placing a cow in the back. In Grid 1, used cars do have performance debuffs, but it's set so low it only really affects the touring class. Also, another fact regarding Grid, Ferrari were cut last minute from the game. You can still find some remaining bits of voice lines in the files.
It only seems like yesterday you got your rookie license, and here you are behind the wheel of a Ferrari. Take it easy until you get a feel for the track. Scuderia Icos won't be crossing the finish line. Both drivers from Scuderia Icos have retired.
There's also two voice lines which suggest Codemasters wanted to add a loyalty system into the game. Kinda like how you get bonus money in Most Wanted if you have an Underground 2 save.
I noticed you've done a bit of off-road racing in the past. That should be good experience. Try to keep it on the track from now on, though. Because of your off-road experience, I managed to swing an extra sponsor for you. It pays pretty well, and you won't see just anyone with it on their cars.
Ladies and gentlemen, and other slash unspecified, welcome to today's auction, where we sell off products at ridiculous prices for no reason. Let's get straight into the first item up for auction, shall we? Do you have 15 friends? Of course you don't. But if you did, you could convert them into Kirby fans with this set. Every single Kirby game ever made, plus both 25th anniversary plushies 15 times for a whopping $12,690.75. Perhaps you hate Nintendo. Fair enough, I do too. So let's offer something that will please the top 7 fans in the audience. Introducing the Chrysler Crossfire. This is a bingo night. Hold on. Where is it? Where is that? Aha! Introducing the 2002 Honda S2000 in Spy Yellow Pearl. This, mostly, unmodified piece of automotive legend has 40,000 miles clocked on the odometer, but it's ready to drive much more, all for the low price of $12,500. Now, call this auction a fast food place, cause we have a combo meal of items coming. A 1999 Nissan Cedric, a 1967 V8 restored Ford Mustang Coupe, and a 2013 Mercedes-Benz S550, all at a total cost of $30,349. What a steal for free cars from free continents and free time periods. But if this didn't interest you, then we have some gaming history up ahead for you. You can buy a copy of Blur for Steam for $13,597.87. That's it. That's the fact. It costs $13K to buy a Steam key for Blur on Steam. Honestly, just buy the fucking cars. Please.
In WRC Rally Evolved, there are many car classes. One of these classes are concept cars, and one car that it contains is a Subaru B9 Scrambler. Till this day, it's the only game to feature this car and the only rally game with a concept car class. The livery for the custom coupe from Burnout 2 is inspired by Brian O'Connor's Mitsubishi Eclipse from the Fast and the Furious. The custom coupe is also the most recognizable car from the Burnout series, as it has the most appearances of any car in the series, appearing in Burnout 2, Burnout 3 Takedown, Burnout Legends, Burnout Dominator, and Burnout Paradise. Every brand logo in Enthusia Professional Racing is corresponding to the year in which the car was manufactured in. The Bugatti EB110 is displayed as a Dawet EB110 because Dawet has purchased most of the company when Bugatti went bankrupt in 1995. They then gave the car a full carbon fiber bodywork, a four-wheel drive system, and they increased the power output to 695 horsepower. Only these 15 cars have appeared in every Forza title to date. Jared Deanda, announcer commentator for Battle Machine and Noise Bomb in Pro Street, nowadays still works as a voice/commentator for Formula Drift USA and other stuff.
And let me also mention that we've got Ryan Cooper out there today. This is his first big, quote-unquote, legal race. This guy's got mad skills. He's been street racing for a hot minute, and he totally just dominated a Battle Machine qualifier. From what I saw him at that race, this guy's gonna be doing some killer things.
Jared Deanda, I'm sure most of you guys know, voice of FD and all sorts of events at this point now, right?
Yeah, man. Been announcing for 22 years. So now, our 2025 season is our 22nd season of Formula Drift, so that all equates to me announcing for 21 plus years.
Gran Turismo 2 was one of the two PS1 games where you could rub the disc to feel tire smell. They called it pit stop smell. In order to feel that, you had to rub the GT mode disc. The other game that offered this was FIFA 2001. Ford has used video games to advertise their cars for a number of years, and a lot of people would assume that Ford Racing on the original PlayStation was the first game that they licensed, but it actually wasn't. In 1987, Ford Motor Company released Ford Simulator, which was made to promote their 1988 model lineup. In 9 years, 7 Ford simulators were released. Not only did they include Fords, but also cars from manufacturers that Ford owned, such as Lincoln, Mercury, and Jaguar. Rolls-Royce has only made 4 racing game appearances, the games being Forza Motorsport 5, 6, 7, and Forza Horizon 3. In Forza Motorsport 4, many titles in that game are references to either movies or fictional media, play on the vehicle name or looks, or a reference to a real-life thing. For example, Last of the V8s, it's a reference to the Ford Falcon from the Mad Max movie franchise, which Max uses. Vanished is a reference to the 1971 movie Vanishing Point. Shaken Not Stirred, a reference to the iconic drink James Bond always drinks when ordering something.
Just a drink. A martini, shaken, not stirred.
Groovy, a reference to the Jaguar E-Type from the Austin Powers movie. Get a Job, a reference to the modern Italian Job movie. And Initial D Rifter, reference to Initial D. In Dirt 2, if you win 2 team events with the same female teammate, you get the 2 Cups 1 Girl achievement.
What the fuck?
In the non-North American versions of Underground 2, every Best Buy store and billboard is replaced by a fictional company called Solo Air. All Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition discs had a rim chosen as the art on the disc. 2 different ones on the PS2 Xbox 360 releases, both the original and remix one, PSP, as well as a special Joint Chiefs Midnight Club 3 CD. Gran Turismo 1 had multiple 4-wheel drives that were actually broken, and 100% of their power goes to the front wheels instead. Juiced 1, some of the more expensive upgrades don't give you all the performance they show. You can check on a Google Sheet how much certain upgrades increase the multiplier. If you finish behind your teammates in Road Trip Adventure, the game tells you to get good. In Gran Turismo 5, you can literally control the weather in any single-player race that has variable weather by simply entering the car settings menu and leaving it. This may sound useful, until you realize you've just equipped full wet tires to expect rainy conditions, only to then be greeted by a fully dry track or vice versa. Little Big Planet Karting wasn't originally planned to exist. It was originally intended to be a sequel to Mod Nation Racers, before Sony stepped in and told them to turn it into a Little Big Planet kart racer instead, meaning the progress they already made was dumped in the trash, and they forcefully turned it into the game we have now. In Daytona USA, you can literally drive a horse. And that is 10 minutes of useless facts about racing games. I do want to make another one of these in the future, so if you know any unique facts that I didn't mention in this video, feel free to mention them in the comments down below or in my Discord server. Have a great day, everyone.